The final notification of your RBI Grade B examination 2025 is about to come, and we also need to be on the right preparation track for all the subjects. So here in this particular video, I'll be discussing about RBI Finance. Okay. So first we'll be discussing about syllabus, and then we'll be discussing about the trends considering the past year question papers, and then I'll be sharing you a 30-day preparation strategy, and at the end of this video, I'll be sharing you some of the most important topics for your RBI Grade B examinations. So let's get the discussion started. Let's start with the phase 1 syllabus. If I talk about phase 1, yes, finance is having its own importance in the general awareness session where we are having 80 questions, 80 marks, 25 minutes, right? So finance, current affairs, RBI circulars, and a lot of finance related reports, they do have a weightage in the general awareness as well. So on a priority level, I have divided the section for you guys. So if I talk about RBI circulars, finance, current affairs, reports related to finance, and then there are the rest of the topics in your general awareness portion. So guys, the very first thing I would like to tell you is current affair. If I talk about the current affair, the dynamic portion will always be greater than the static portion in terms of weightage, right? The dynamic portion will always be giving you good amount of marks in the examination rather than the static GK. So guys, we can clearly look at the trend of the general awareness as well in the past years. Like in 2017, we were getting 14 questions for the RBI notification, from the RBI notification and from the finance current affairs. Reports are again separate, right? In 2018, we can see that there were 6 questions, and then in 19, 8 questions again were there. And as of now, we can see a consistent increase in the questions coming from finance and RBI notification plus the reports related to finance. And I can say in 2024 also, we were having close to 16 to 17 questions, that too from the finance, current affairs and the RBI notification. So you can have a quick look how important it is for your examination. Plus the good part about the RBI circulars and the finance current affairs is it will give you a compounding effect. Whatever you are studying for your phase 1 preparation will be helpful for you in the phase 2 examination and in the interview as well, right? So that's the best part of the finance current affairs and RBI circular. You can read it once and you can score multiple times in the RBI Grade B examination by using that, right? If I talk about the phase 2 examination, we are having general finance and management subject in the paper 3, which is the finance part of the general finance is divided into 3 parts: financial systems, financial markets, and the general topics, right? So if I talk about the financial system, we are having so many topics here like structure and functions of the financial institutions, various regulatory bodies, functions of Reserve Bank of India, AIFIs like SEBI, Exim, NABARD, NHB and NABFID, plus recent developments. You can see recent developments. They have clearly written in the global financial systems, right? And its impacts on the financial system, role of IT, non-banking and developments in digital payment. Have a look. We do have finance current affairs, though they didn't have clearly mentioned the thing that we do have finance current affairs in our phase 2, but have a look at the syllabus. Recent developments in global financial system, recent developments in digital payments, recent developments in primary and secondary market, right? So we need to cover the finance current affairs from the phase 2 point of view as well, plus phase 1 point of view as well, because they are helpful for your preparation in the general awareness plus the phase 2 paper. Then we do have financial risk management, derivatives. We are having a very important topic for this upcoming examination, right? Financial inclusion. You can see that in the global financial markets also we are having broad trends and latest developments. So what this latest development broad trend is all about? It's all about finance current affairs and RBI circulars, right? So in most of the topics you can see that you will be getting this particular key term, broad trends and latest development, right? Then we are having different other things as well, like corporate governance, alternate source of finance, and the most important topic again will be your 8th topic in the general topic, basics of accounting, financial statements and ratio analysis. So these things we are having in the phase 2 examination. And if I talk about the suggested material that is given by the Reserve Bank of India in the notification, we can see some reports like RBI annual report on the trend and progress of banking, report on currency and finance, right? Economic survey and material source from RBI website. I can say that this last point is covering each and everything that RBI is releasing, whether it's circular, whether it's any kind of report or any kind of data. Plus, I would like to tell you that SEBI circulars, would like to add this point. SEBI circulars are also important for you guys. You can have a look at the 2024 previous year question paper and you will be finding multiple questions from the SEBI circulars as well, right? So these things we need to cover, not all the SEBI circulars, but the selected one, and I'll be coming up with a series as well related to RBI circulars, SEBI circulars, finance current affairs and whatnot. We'll be covering each and everything once again on the YouTube channel, right? So these are the reports, and I always say that reports are 50 to 60%, they are compilation of RBI circular data, finance current affair data. So not to worry, we need to cover the key highlights of the report. Don't go into too much detail of each and every report. Definitely the RBI annual report will be very, very important. That's why we have covered multiple questions on RBI annual report as well in the MCQ session, plus we are having a detailed session as well. I can say that as of now, all the reports are already covered on our channel on the YouTube, right? So you can definitely cover it in a quick manner. I can say we are covering the key highlights of the report plus the detailed analysis, right, in a very crisp manner. So that's what is required for clearing this examination, because we are already having too much of data. We need something to summarize it, right? We need someone to summarize it. That's what the game is basically, right? So I'll advise you guys, whatever you are preparing for finance current affairs, for RBI circulars, for SEBI circulars, please do not forget to make summary notes right now. Whenever you are studying, आपको summary notes बनाने बहुत ही जरूरी यहाँ पे हो जाएंगे. If we talk about the previous year question paper analysis, you can see that they are asking questions mostly of two categories. First one is conceptual, second one is limit based, right? Have a look. Most of the limit based questions are there in your previous year questions. Some concept related questions are also there. So please focus on the limits and the concepts. Very, very important for your examination purpose. Have a look. A date related question is also there. So that's why I always suggest ki those circulars that are very, very important, you need to at least know the implementation date of that particular circular, right? But only for those who are only for those circulars that are important for your examination, not all the circulars, because it will again cause a lot of confusion in your mind. Why? Because we cannot memorize each and every date of all the circular. That's not practically possible for anyone, right? If I do the trend analysis for your phase 2 examination, we can see that finance current affairs, you are getting 16 marks in the finance current affairs. RBI circulars again 2, right? And after 2022-2023, we can see a consistent increase in the finance current affairs weightage in the examination. Earlier it used to be anywhere around 15 to 16. In 2024, for the first time, we have seen 21, right? If I talk about the RBI circulars, then it used to be 2, then 7, then 10, and as of now in 2024, it is 8. So can I say that majority of your portion, I can say, and more than majority of your portion in the examination is finance current affairs and RBI circular, right? Still you need to study the static information as well, static concepts as well. I'll tell you why definitely later on in this particular video. So what will be the first step for you guys? Start reading the static portion. At the same time, start covering the dynamic portion as well, right? Start covering the dynamic plus the static portion as well. We already have a lot of free resources which I'll be telling you in this particular video as well. So you can start preparing right now. Why static concepts are very, very important? It will help you in writing the descriptive questions. And as you all know that 50% of finance is what descriptive is all about. So without a static concept, it will be very, very difficult for you guys to write the descriptive answers of finance. That's why static is very, very important, right? We cannot just ignore static portion बोल के कि एग्जाम में तो डायनामिक आता है. डेफिनेटली एग्जाम में डायनामिक आता है, पर अगर डिस्क्रिप्टिव क्वेश्चन आपको लिखना है जो आपको लिखना ही पड़ेगा, सो यू नीड टू have a good understanding of the static portion as well, plus This is my belief that whenever you are having a strong static understanding, whenever you are having a very strong static understanding, obviously the dynamic finance current affairs also you will be able to remember much faster as compared to the student who don't have a static portion understanding, and it is easily doable in the next 30 days. Okay. So get familiar with all the concepts here and try to make short notes of the static as well, right? And in case if you are leaving any topic, let's say that's very normal. I can say that students leave few of the topics in finance. So whatever you are leaving, make sure you are either covering it in the chapter test question manner, right? Or you can directly do any MCQ related to that chapter, right? We already have a lot of chapter test and MCQs in our course. So whatever you are leaving, don't leave it completely. At least do the MCQs of that as well. Okay. Now how to cover it? If I talk about the self-study resources, I'll be definitely giving you a list of self-study resources as well for your finance current affairs, for RBI circulars and report related information. If I talk about the paid course, we are having a complete course which is with books. You will be also getting physically books. This is for your phase 1 and phase 2 preparation, right? We do have a crash course as well. We have recently launched a crash course as well. You can check out that. We'll be covering all the dynamic things, all the static things. You'll be getting all the test and guidance from all of us. What will be the focus areas? Definitely I'll be telling you some of the important chapters at the end of this session, right? If I talk about the self-study resources, many people suggest the book list of this name, right? Which is stated in your circular, like Indian Economy, Financial Management, Prasanna Chandra. I personally don't feel that it is doable. Why? Because सारी बुक्स बहुत ही बड़ी बड़ी हैं, ओके, प्लस यू आर जस्ट हैविंग 30 days, प्लस आई डोंट थिंक कि एक नॉन फाइनेंस बैकग्राउंड का पर्सन या फिर भले ही एक फाइनेंस बैकग्राउंड का पर्सन भी हो, राइट, दे वॉन्ट बी एबल टू समराइज ईच एंड एवरीथिंग इन दिस मोटी बुक्स in 15 to 20 or 30 days. It will just waste your time, guys. So better than the books, I will advise you guys to directly go with the free YouTube resource that we are already having, right? A lot of institutions are making videos. We are also making that. So have a look at the free resources that we are having. So first thing, I would like to divide your finance current affairs in 3 parts. First one is your RBI circular, then finance current affairs, and then the reports related to finance. Okay. So the objective portion, I can say that majority and more than majority will be from the dynamic finance current affairs only in your examination. So I have a very strong understanding of the dynamic finance current affairs. This will help you in the general awareness phase 1, plus it will again compound your hard work in the phase 2 finance as well, right? Plus what the beauty of learning finance current affairs is, whenever you are getting a descriptive question, majority of the times you can incorporate the finance current affair in your descriptive question as well. So it will definitely help you guys in scoring more and more in the examination. That will make your answer more lively, I can say, right? More relevant. So always try to incorporate finance current affairs or any kind of RBI circular in the descriptive answer. I can even say that whenever you are reading a highlight of report or anything, any report, maybe it's financial stability report or an RBI annual report, you can always mark some liners, 1 or 2 liners that you can easily use in the descriptive answer writing, right? You can also give reference to these reports in the descriptive section so that the examiner can also have an understanding that about the level of your preparation. That's always advisable, right? So the goal is to cover all the RBI circulars. I'll be definitely telling you how many months you need to cover it, right? So cover the important reports in a very crisp manner in pointer summary notes. The free resources that I was telling you guys, how to cover it, you can easily cover each and everything with the Oliveboard free resource as well. We are posting frequently finance current affairs. We are also doing compilation series, like today only there is a compilation series of August 2025 month. So I'll be taking everything in the August 2025 month finance current affair, that too in a MCQ based manner, right? Now this particular video can be very, very important for your examination. This is related to green finance things, okay? BRSR framework, ESG, green credit program and so on. So do watch it on our YouTube channel, can be very, very important for your examination. Then you can have a look. We are bringing regularly the RBI circulars as well. Though MCQs related to RBI circulars are part of paid batch. We are having annual report related sessions as well on the detailed coverage of annual report plus the top 100 MCQs on the annual report. Have a look. There are 100 important MCQs based on your RBI annual report. Even if you don't like to cover the annual report in a detailed manner, what you can do is you can watch the summary video and then just directly do the 100 MCQs based on the annual report here, right? If you want to cover it in the paid batch, definitely there is a paid batch as well, right? If I talk about the finance current affair, then the free resource will be finance current affair session. Every Thursday I'm taking 8 p.m. Every Friday I'm taking 8 p.m. the finance current affairs MCQs. So whatever weekly finance current affairs I'm discussing on Thursday, I take the MCQs related to those finance current affairs on the very next day, which is Friday. So I think from December 2024 I'm doing this. So we already are having 10 months of data. What you need to do is first make a target that you are going to cover the last 3 months data. Last 3 months data. Okay, so as of now, please cover August, right? July and June. So these 3 months, try to cover it first. Then what you can do is once you are done with the 3 month data, you can start revising this 3 months, the latest 3 months, right? Then you can start with the 3 months isse pehle ke. So that's what the strategy is related to finance current affair. If you don't feel like covering each and everything, each and every PDF, what you can do is we do have a compilation series as well. If you are having a high backlog, I can say, right, काफी सारा backlog आपके पास पड़ा हुआ है, what you can do is directly watch the compilation series. In a MCQ based manner, you will be able to cover all the relevant stuff, right? So that's what the strategy is, guys, related to finance current affair. If I talk about RBI circular, we are having multiple videos on monthly RBI circular compilation series as well. So August month part 1 is already out. You can have a quick look. I have covered each and everything in a very detailed manner in the RBI circulars in a very simple language, right? Again, 6 months will be our target. First, you will be covering the latest 3 months and then rest of the 3 months as of now, okay? If you are already done with 6 months, then you can expand your scope to 2 more months. So cover it at least for 8 months if you are already done with it. For those who have just started their preparation or maybe they don't have, kind of उतना fluent नहीं थे वो preparation में, no worries at all. What you can do is start with the latest 3 months and then you can move, you can expand the scope to the total 6 months, 3 plus 3. Okay, that will also be fine. If I talk about newspaper, Manat ma'am is already covering the live mint analysis. In my finance current affairs session also, you all know that we already I'm covering the economic times articles as well most of the times. So definitely these sessions will be very, very helpful, and I personally feel that whenever you are reading a very good newspaper, you are already covering your general awareness part, finance current affairs, RBI circular related crux, SEBI circular related important information. So you are already improving your vocabulary in English, right? So newspaper reading is a game changer, I can say. So ये वाले मंथ के अंदर आप बहुत ही कंसिस्टेंटली न्यूज़पेपर रीडिंग तो डेफिनेटली करना है, राइट? नाउ द आरबीआई, अगेन आई हैव टोल्ड यू दैट हाउ मेनी मंथ्स यू नीड टू कवर. सो फर्स्ट मैं बोलूंगा हमेशा आपको कवर द फर्स्ट 3 months एंड देन यू कैन मूव टू द प्रीवियस 3 months. रिपोर्ट्स के साथ भी आप लोग ऐसे ही करोगे. सारी रिपोर्ट्स हैं ऑलरेडी, सबकी सब डली हुई हैं यूट्यूब चैनल पे. व्हाट यू कैन डू इज सबसे पहले जो लेटेस्ट रिपोर्ट्स आई थी आप उनको पढ़ोगे, उसके बाद धीरे धीरे आप पीछे जाते रहोगे, राइट? रिपोर्ट्स के अंदर भी. This particular session you can also watch covering all the important reports here, right? Coming to your descriptive writing as well. So in finance, we all know that 50% of your paper is descriptive. So please try to take at least 3 descriptive tests in an exam like situation before your phase 1 examination. Why I'm telling you this before the phase 1 examination? Because after your phase 1 examination, we don't have so much of time to cover the descriptive writing skill, and writing is always a skill and you can't gain a skill in 12 to 20 days or 25 days. So definitely we need some time. That's why I'm asking you guys to cover that descriptive test. At least give 3 descriptive tests in an exam like situation, in an exam like mahol, just before your phase 1 itself. And then you can start writing the descriptive basis on a weekly basis is what I can see after your phase 1, right? We also do have so many sessions related to the descriptive answer writing, right? You can have a look. And in the paid course as well, we are having specific descriptive writing batches. Okay. Again, if you are reading the newspaper, if you are done with the static portion of your syllabus, if you are covering finance, current affairs, and the circulars as well, your descriptive writing will get an edge, right? In the descriptive, definitely you will be getting an edge. What are the focus areas? Again, I'll be coming up with some important topics at the end of this session. Here are some of the descriptive questions they have asked you in the examination in the previous year question paper, like derivatives, right? Like 81 bonds, difference between growth investing and value investing. This is directly from my Economic Times article, right? So guys, I advise you to practice at least 3 full-length finance objective mock test and 3 descriptive finance test just before your phase 1. Okay, even if it is phase 2, then phase 1, no problem at all. This particular material is related to phase 2. Still, you need to practice as right now is what my advice is for you guys, because we need adequate amount of time to cover the descriptive writing, and obviously it takes time for our brain as well to process the information, like how we should go ahead and write the descriptive question, right? So टाइम लगता है आपके ब्रेन को भी अडॉप्ट करने में. यहीं से आप अभी से क्या कर सकते हो, प्रैक्टिस करना चालू कर सकते हो. अगर आपका फेज 1 वीक है, नो वरीज एट ऑल, आप इसको ऑल्टर भी कर सकते हो. आप 3 की जगह यू कैन प्रैक्टिस 2 क्वेश्चंस. यू कैन इवन प्रैक्टिस द keywords, writing the keywords in the rather than preparing for the entire descriptive. If you are running out of time, then what you can do is आप keywords लिखना चालू कर दो कि आप क्या क्या keywords क्वेश्चन में मेंशन कर सकते हो, राइट? हाउ टू कवर इट? एट Oliveboard we are having a lot of tests. We are having a complete practice pack as well, covering all the phase 1 and phase 2 tests, so you can check out this particular course as well. Then prepare a 25 topic list and the revision plan for that, right? So what you need to do whenever you are reading anything related to finance, current affairs, related to RBI circular or any static information, try to write it in one-liners. Always try to write it in one-liners for the best advantage, so that you can easily revise the topic quickly, right? Make a 25 topic list for your descriptive answer writing. That can be very, very important for your examination. It can be related to green finance, it can be related to bonds, it can be related to financial markets, right? SEBI related news, it can be related to blockchain technology or artificial intelligence. That will definitely help you guys, because exam के अंदर देखा हुआ question जब आ जाता है descriptive में, so nothing can beat that thing. Okay, if you are having a question which you have already practiced multiple times, nothing is better than that always in the descriptive, right? So here is the 30-day timetable for your finance, guys. For the next 30 days, you can easily cover the static portion plus the dynamic portion of your finance. Link is there in the comment section. You can download this 30-day plan for your finance, right? Here we can see that I have organized each and everything in such a manner so that it resembles your live classes pattern only. And as per my understanding, you need to first cover the basics of finance and basics of accounting. Why? Because it can be important for your examination. Plus, for the broad understanding of the finance subject, I feel that you need to know what accounting is all about, what finance basics is all about. So first we'll start with the terminologies, then we'll be moving to the most important chapter, ratio analysis, cover it in a crisp manner, right? Don't go into too much detail. You will be having easy to moderate level question in the examination. Even if numerical is coming, it will be always easy to moderate level and not on a tougher level, right? Then start with other basic topics, and just like that we have covered in the live class. Plus at the same time, you need to pick the dynamic finance as well. So start with RBI circulars, finance, current affairs, right? Start with RBI circulars, finance, current affairs. Okay, one thing I would like to advise is, please cover the finance, current affairs. First cover the August month. Right? Then the July month. Then the June month. So latest वाला आप पहले कवर करोगे, और जो पुराने वाले हैं वो आप बाद में कवर करोगे. So यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा ओके टाइपिंग एरर हो गया लगता है, तो सबसे पहले आप अगस्त जुलाई वाले कवर करने वाले हो, इनको आप बाद में कवर करोगे, ठीक है। दैट्स व्हाट द प्रायोरिटी लेवल इज। इतना सा चेंज है फाइनल प्लान के अंदर, आई विल डेफिनेटली मेक द चेंजेस, ओके। Next, if I talk about the finance important topics, then topics that are in limelight like green finance, ESG, AI, blockchain, finance related news, basics of accounting, financial statements and ratio analysis can be very, very important. Cash flow statement, derivative related, because we are having so many changes in the derivative market again. Inflation, digital payments, financial markets and corporate governance. These are the most important topics I can say for your ऑब्जेक्टिव एंड फॉर योर डिस्क्रिप्टिव सेक्शन एज वेल। सो यहाँ पे आप दोनों प्रिपेयर करोगे, इनके टॉपिक्स आप जॉट डाउन करके उनको बहुत अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करोगे, डिस्क्रिप्टिव हो या ऑब्जेक्टिव हो डजंट मैटर। ये सारे टॉपिक्स आपके हाई स्कोरिंग एरियाज हो सकते हैं इस बार के एग्जाम के लिए। प्लस इफ यू आर लुकिंग फॉर एनी मेंटरशिप, डेफिनेटली वी हैव लॉन्च्ड अ क्रैश कोर्स बैच 4 for your preparation as well. This is both for your phase 1 and your phase 2 preparation, so we'll be covering each and everything in our paid course, right? You can also check out the 101 mentorship program. You will be getting multiple benefits in this particular course as well. Later on, you can check out the highlights. This is with books. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. In case of any query, you can always reach out to me. Bye bye. Take care.